Hey Pharaohs, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And if you leave a comment, I will get back to you as soon as possible, aka whenever I remember. If you leave a comment that gets filtered, that means you probably said something you shouldn't have said, and I will not get back to you because I will not read it. But I'm going to try to call out one person that left the best comments every time I do a video. It'll be at the end of the video. So not calling out anybody today, but next time I will. So leave a comment. And yeah, so this is about dogs. Okay, my experience with dogs and my wonderful narcissistic ex, sociopathic, psychopathic, has no empathy for anybody in the world, but I'm going to tell you anyway. So I have a lovely calico cat. She's my bestie, and he has a beautiful, beautiful pit bull. This is the only thing that was like really positive about the entire relationship, and even he had to fuck that up. So Loki, the pit bull, him and I decided that we were going to go on a road trip to Colorado because we were sick of his shit. And unfortunately, Fatfuta called out sick. She threw up and everything the day of the trip, so she didn't get to go, unfortunately. But me and Loki had a wonderful time without him. And, you know, we wish that Fatfuta could have made it with us. Anyway, so him and I, Loki, have gotten really, really close together. Close as in like bonding, you know, like we really had the mother-son bond going at that point. And I think John, that's his fucking name, because John Doe, I mean, whatever, you know, I think John knew that. And you know what narcissists do is they try to take anything they can and control you with it. Anyway, so we had this amazing trip. And as we were on the trip, this is just a little side story, just to show you how ridiculous he is. And by the way, I have text messages and screenshots to back up everything. I don't need to lie because honestly, telling this side of like the story makes me look bad because I dealt with it and I chose to deal with it because I try to see the good in people that doesn't really exist. Just a little side story. Loki and I were having the time of our lives going to Denver, Colorado to see my dad. My dad loves Loki. My brother loved Loki. Everybody loves Loki. When I was there, I had asked John, I'm like, hey, John, it was a Friday afternoon, like at 3 p.m. or something. And I said, can you check and see if my medication came in the mail? Because if it didn't, I'd like to call them before 5 p.m., meaning the doctors, and make sure that it's going to get there because I was literally down to like my last couple pills, crazy pills. And I needed to know because I wanted to call. So when I got back, it would be there, you know. If he didn't check, it's okay. I'll call on Monday, but I would prefer you to check on Friday that day because you're not doing anything else with your life. Yeah, he's like, okay, yeah, I will. And then I call him at like 4:30 and I'm like, hi, honey, did you check the mail? And he said, yeah, I did. It's not there. When did you call? He said, earlier. I knew he was lying. Anyway, long story short, I bluffed him into telling the truth. It took him 3 fucking days to admit that he was lying about not actually checking the mail. I don't know why you would lie about that. And then when we did speak on the phone, I got cussed out because how dare I tell him that he's a liar? Bruh, that's all you do. That's all you do is lie. This is not news to anybody. You know, I'm just smart enough and psychic enough to figure it out from your stupid words and actions. And yeah, so he cussed me out, proceeded to tell me I'm a piece of shit, say fuck you, and hung up on me. Things could be worse. You could be them. So anyway, that kind of fucked up my trip, you know, because I'm empathic and I felt energies and I felt all sad because my man can't be honest about checking mail, you know, and his whole thing is, oh, it's not a big deal. It's such a small situation. Yeah, it's not a big deal. So why lie? Just say you forgot. Just say you didn't. Just say whatever, but be honest. Like, anyway, whatever. So point is, I made really good friends with my son Loki. He was the son I never had, and I was the mother he never had. And unfortunately, he'll probably never have a mother because his dad is a piece of shit. But despite all that, I love Loki unconditionally. So even after my departure from the relationship, isn't it amazing when you block somebody, how they're able to find all these other ways to contact you? It's like, damn, how many ways are there to talk? Like, come on, bruh. Like, stop. So I blocked John on multiple avenues. He still kept finding ways. like WhatsApp, Instagram, I don't fucking know, Twitter, like PayPal, I don't know. Like, he was just finding all these ways to contact me, and he was just like, I see the error of my ways now. This is like 2 weeks after we broke up, okay? So just to put in perspective, Loki and I went on our trip to Colorado like in September, and on October 15th I left. So about November, early November, he was like, oh, I see the error of my ways. I was wrong. You were right. And I'm like, I know, but you still don't know. You're just gassing me up. He really couldn't I blocked him so many times. I blocked him on Halloween. I blocked him like a couple days later. He kept contacting me, telling me how I'm the love of his life. And I'm like, I know, but you're not mine. So sorry. November 7th, I think, he finds another way to message me on Instagram, and he says, call me. It's an emergency. It's about Loki. And you know me, I'm like, oh my God, what happened to my baby? And I told him, if you do not want to take responsibility for Loki, I will gladly welcome him into my home as long as you don't come with him. I call him on FaceTime. I'm like, I figured he's lying, because that's all he fucking does. And he's like, oh, Loki got into a fight with a dog. I'm like, what dog? He's like, an English bulldog. I'm like, what English bulldog? Like, what are you talking about? He's like, oh, my new roommate has an English bulldog. And I'm like, so what happened? He's like, well, they got along just fine. You know, they've been getting along just fine for about a month now. And, you know, we went to the gym, and then we came back, and there was just like a bloodbath. And I thought he was lying still until he turned the camera around. And I'm going to show you the pictures, because I don't give a fuck. He's negligent, and he does not need to be having a pet, a child, nothing. He doesn't deserve anything. I'm sorry. Like, he's negligent with everything. He totaled my car with the phone that I put in my name for him. And then, anyway, he turns the camera around, and bro, there's blood everywhere. Like, it looked like a pet cemetery or something. And he showed me Loki. Loki looks so sad, and both the dogs are alive. The other dog was messed up, and so was Loki. And then he's like, I'm gonna put Loki down. What? Why? Why would you do that? Why? Because a dog is being a dog? What happened? He's like, had his door closed, and, you know, his dog is in the living room, and Loki was in my room. I'm like, did you close the door? He's like, yeah, the door to my room was closed, but not the bathroom. And I'm like, bro, that doesn't even... So no, the answer is no. You did not close the door. Just because you closed one and he got out the other doesn't mean you closed the doors. You did not close the door. Who knows? Who knows what the fight was over? It could have been over a toy. It could have been a misunderstanding. One of the dogs could have been talking shit about the other dog's mama. I don't know. But both of them got pretty messed up. Obviously, Loki won. He's a pit bull. But he's such a sweetheart. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to put him down. I don't know what's going on with him. Why did he do this? And I'm like, I'm a cat owner, and I know you don't leave dogs alone together that were not raised together, let alone big dogs, let alone pit bulls. Like, you are supposedly so intelligent when it comes to animals. You don't know shit, bro. Like, you're so dumb, Jesus. Like, you're not putting Loki down because of your negligence. You and Josh are fucking stupid, and it's your fault that this fight broke out. And then he's like, well, you know, Loki even peed on the fridge. I don't know what's going on with him. This is what liars like to do. They like to tell you stories out of context. So the context of that was, does not allow his own dog into his bedroom. Therefore, the English bulldog is always in the living room. John took my old room, which was the smaller room. So what, Loki's supposed to stay in a tiny room? No. There's another dog in his territory. They're territorial. That's why they pee. Jesus, like, I can't believe I dated this guy. Like, I'm disappointed in myself for trying to see the good in dumb. So I was like, no, you're not doing that. No, fuck no. I'm coming to get him right now. I dropped everything I was doing. I was about to go to the gym because it's new year, new me, starting in November. And I went out there and I got Loki, and I took Loki home because I rescued him, because not all heroes wear capes. Yeah. He was really going to put down his dog. He called, asked if, how much it cost to euthanize him. And I'm like, you know what? No one's going to put him down. Loki is like an amazing dog. He lived with Fitfuta for like almost a year. No one's going to put him down when they see the way this dog acts. I took Loki to the vet. I paid for it. It was $300. Took his dog to the vet. It was $500. John paid for it. So that's what happened with Loki. So that's why I had Loki for a while. And that was just one of the many examples of why John is less than smart. I don't care. He's negligent. If it was social services, I would call. I don't have Loki anymore. You're going to find out why in a future video. So let me know if you guys think this is, I don't know, negligent. I mean, you don't have to tell me. I know it is. And yeah, leave a comment and I will shout out the comment in the next video. But I'm doing back-to-back videos right now, so it's going to take a couple videos before that happens, okay? All right, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment. And yeah, that's what happened. I am a hero. Thank you. All right, bye guys.